If I have these thoughts, am I even still Muslim? I've promised you an answer to this, so let's not waste a second on anything else. Maybe it wasn't a whisper about your prayer this time. Maybe it was bigger than that. Maybe you looked at the sky one night and thought, what if none of this is real? Maybe you read a verse and a voice in your head said, what if I don't actually believe this? Maybe you caught yourself doubting Allah exists at all. For 1 second, half a second. Then the panic hit. And in that half a second thought arrived, faster and crueler than the first. That's it. I've left Islam. I can't come back from this. Nobody warns you about this moment. Not your parents, not your teachers, not the khutbah on Friday. So when it happens, you think you're the only one. You think you're broken in a way no one else is. You're not the first, you're not the last. And there's a reason this fight feels so personal, so close, like it's coming from inside you and not from outside. Because it is inside you, not metaphorically. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said it directly. He once explained to 2 of his companions why he felt the need to walk his own wife home at night, so no doubt could creep into their hearts about what they saw. He said, Satan circulates in the son of Adam as his blood circulates in his body. That's why the thought doesn't feel like an attack from outside. It feels like your own voice. It isn't. Here's what almost nobody tells you. This exact thought, the one that made you panic, was described by the Prophet, peace be upon him, word for word, over 1,400 years ago. He said, Shaitan comes to a person and starts asking questions that sound harmless at first. Who created this? Who created that? And he keeps going, question after question, until he reaches the one designed to break you. Who created your Lord? Read that again. The Prophet, peace be upon him, didn't say if this happens to you. He said, when. This isn't a sign your iman is weak. It's a sign you're exactly where every believer before you has stood. And then, he told us exactly what to do when we reach that point. Not to argue, not to search for the answer in your own head. Just 2 things. Seek refuge in Allah and give up such thoughts. Seek refuge, then stop. Not figure it out, not prove it to yourself. Stop. Because the moment you start arguing with Shaitan on his terms, you've already lost the ground you were standing on. But here's what's still eating at you, and I'm not going to pretend it isn't. It's not just, what do I do when the thought comes? It's this. If I even had that thought for 1 second, doesn't that mean part of me doubted? And doesn't doubting make me not Muslim anymore? This is the real fear, not the whisper itself, the meaning you've attached to it. So let's take it apart, piece by piece. There's a difference between a thought that crosses your heart and a belief that settles in it. Scholars call the first one a khatir, a passing thought, uninvited, unchosen. The second is i'tiqad, conviction, something you actually hold on to and accept. A whisper is not a conviction. A flinch is not a fall. Remember what the Prophet, peace be upon him, told the companions when they came to him, ashamed, saying they had thoughts too terrible to speak. He didn't say they'd sinned. He said, that is clear faith. Later scholars explained why. If the thought disgusted you, if your soul recoiled from it instead of accepting it, that reaction itself is the proof of iman. Shaitan doesn't waste his whispers on someone who's already left. He attacks the ones still holding on. So flip the question you've been asking yourself. It's not, did this thought make me leave Islam? It's, why did this thought terrify me so much? And you already know the answer. because part of you never let go. If you've been carrying this alone, thinking you're the only one who's ever doubted for a second and hated yourself for it, I need you to hear this clearly. You are not the first. The companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him himself, stood exactly where you're standing, and they were told the same thing I'm telling you now. This is not the end of your faith. It might be the proof of it. But there's one more fear I haven't touched yet. One that's even harder to say out loud than doubt. It's the fear that you didn't just doubt, that you actually did something, said something, thought something so specific, so clear, that this time, surely it counts. What if I already committed kufr and I didn't even realize it? That question deserves its own answer, and that's exactly what we're uncovering next.